Doing some practice recipes with some wild game in the kitchen is a good way to build your skills and your confidence. Now that I've made this, I'm really excited to actually harvest some of my own meat, because I feel like, all right, I've at least got 1 or 2 techniques down that I know I can apply and make a really good recipe, and it's something I'm proud to share with my friends and family. That is so good. This is better than steak. So to prep the medallions, you gotta rinse them and then pat them dry after they've thawed out. I got some kosher salt and black pepper. I'm seasoning up both sides pretty generously. All right, to start this off, we're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt. Leg medallions are a lean meat, so we are just trying to sear them a few minutes on each side, and then we're pulling them off the heat to make the sauce. And add a little drizzle of olive oil in there. We will lay these babies down. Here we go. One of my favorite sounds. I'm gonna flip these guys. Oh yeah. All right, so we're at 3 minutes on this side. We got a good sear. We're gonna pull them off the heat and set them off to the side while we build our sauce that these guys are going into. That looks really good. We're gonna lower the heat down to low, medium. We're gonna use all that flavor in there. We're gonna do another tablespoon of butter, and then we will add our shallots. And we want to continuously move these shallots around so they don't burn. Next up is going to be our mushrooms and garlic. We'll do the mushrooms first. Today we're going to use cremini mushrooms. So this is where we're going to add our last tablespoon of butter. Just kind of let that cook down. Jeff says there's no such thing as too many mushrooms, so we're gonna go with that today. So we're adding the 3 minced cloves of garlic. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells amazing. And we're also gonna add some salt, some fresh ground pepper. Just add in some red chili flakes. At this time, we're gonna add the 2 tablespoons of mirin. That is sweet sake for cooking. And then a couple fresh thyme sprigs. We're gonna let this cook for a minute or 2. Ooh, that mirin smells really good. So now we're gonna do our 1 cup of bone broth. And we're going to try to bring this thing up to a gentle simmer. White miso paste. We're gonna get 2 tablespoons. Get it really well incorporated. We're just layering in flavors. All right, so the miso paste is pretty well mixed in. Now we're gonna add the juice of a half a lemon. So basically we know now for any recipes that involve mushrooms, fill up the entire cast iron pan with mushrooms. Slowly pour in heavy cream while mixing, followed by Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on low heat to bring the sauce together. All right, so the sauce is pretty much finished up. That cream and that cheese has blended in really nice. I'm gonna try a little taste test here. And as always, you gotta have a little, oh yeah, a little Coors Banquet, a little Colorado Kool-Aid while you're cooking. Makes everything tie together nicely. So there's two different ways we can finish this up. We can take the medallions and put it back in the sauce. They've probably cooled off a little bit, so that'll kind of like heat them up, really get the flavor all over. Or we can take them to a cutting board, slice them up, plate them, and then we can pour the sauce over them. That's probably gonna be a more like fancy presentation. We'll try to give you guys both so you can kind of see each one. Here's the taste test here. That is so good. This is better than steak, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so good. It's like, I grew up eating stroganoff at home, but this is like the best stroganoff I've ever eaten. The deer is super tender. The sauce is like, with the creaminess and the saltiness is great. And then the cheese just adds a little like sharpness to it at the end. This is delicious. Jeff, you gotta try some of this. So this turned out way better than I thought it was going to. I just reheated some brown rice that I made yesterday, and I'm eating it over rice. They say you can use rice, potatoes. I'd imagine like thick egg noodles, like a stroganoff would work really good for it. And this is just my lunch for the day. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching, and give this recipe a shot. Let us know what you think. And thanks to Maui Nui Venison for providing us with some choice cuts of these leg medallions. Hey, I'm always trying to collect nicknames for Coors Banquet. Jeff, do you have any? I heard Yellow Bellies, Colorado Kool-Aids, Coors Heavies. That's all I got so far. If you have a good nickname for Coors Banquet, toss it in the comments.